It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it.
We make robots for us.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run with ETN. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is ETN. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It's showtime, baby. Let's turn it up.
On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Carr now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Smith here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reyes. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence going to throw right side here, complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Carr. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Kamara up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Toss left side for ETN. Shifts by him. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing on first down is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
78 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Carr going to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 13-10, 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 67 yards.
And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints, trailing by 4. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Carr. He's got Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Carr to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing his Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw, Carr. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.